All right, here we are with the men's 5,000 meter run. We'll get you a list of the competitors in a second here. As the Princeton fans are giving Jake Skinto a slow clap. Sinto, my mistake, always pronounce that wrong, as he goes for the triple jump. Oh, that looks to be a good one. He seems excited. He's excited. Hey, they're on the line, the 5K. And they're off. In this heat, we have only one heat. Sam Pons of Princeton, Michael Franklin of Princeton, Leighton Spencer of Columbia, Matt McCullough of Cornell, Tom Awad of Penn, having a monster freshman year. Will Gohegan of Dartmouth. He ran a great 5K out at Mount Sac this spring. Tyler Udland, who was fifth in the 10K last night. Maxim Korlev, he won the indoor 3K. John Galt of Dartmouth, Max Groves of Cornell, Paul Ross of Columbia, Teddy Brinkowski coming back in the 10 after scoring in the coming back in the 5 after scoring in the 3K steeple with a huge PR earlier in the day. David Melly, a sophomore of Cornell. Brett Kelly coming back after the 10K last night for Cornell. Matt Nussbaum, a sophomore of Yale. Daniel Everett, who boasts a 13:57 PR that he ran earlier in the season. Tom Purnell, a freshman from Harvard. He ran 8:12 indoors for 3,000 meters. Curtis King, a freshman from Dartmouth. John Baudet with a 14:13 PR. He was the indoor 3K champ last year, finishing 4th this year. He scored last year in the 5K. I'm sure he's ready to make some noise as he's fresh, as a lot of these other runners have already run races this Ivy League Championships. Mike Danner, a senior from Dartmouth. James Lico is coming back from the 10K last night, a junior from Harvard. Kevin Foy, a senior from Penn.
No, I think his hand hit.
Issa Kwazem, a sophomore from Yale. Alejandro Aurelio, he was 4th in the 10K last night. Connor Gogan, a senior from Brown. And Chris Benson, a junior from Princeton. He's coming back from getting 2nd place in the 10K last night. A lot of runners are doubling back. It looks to be a pacer out front early for Dartmouth as they come through 600, 139. So that's about, looks to be about 4:30 pace. So what would that be, 14? Yeah, 14:0, 4:30 pace, about 14:04. We'll see if that is what they come through in the half. 2:15 is about 4:30 pace, which would be, again, around 14 minutes. So that's running. Dartmouth wants to run today. They got a lot of fresh guys. They feel it's in their best interest to run fast. A lot of the Princeton runners doubling back. A lot of the Harvard runners are doubling back. Here they are coming up to the half. It's a little fast, folks, at least for the Heps. 2:14, 2:15, 2:16 for a lot of the pack.
26, Chris Benston, a junior at Princeton. And he,
As the Princeton Rams freak out when hair jumper Damon McLean fouled by inches on what looked to be over a 52-foot jump. He could have been over 16 meters on that, folks. As we return to the 5K, they're still running fast. We're coming up on the first K. We got a lot of Dartmouth up front. That's John Galton 2nd. I'm guessing a pacer up front. 13 of Cornell. It's David Melly. We have Baudet sitting right in there. Leighton Spencer. Brett Kelly. Max Groves. 68 on that lap, so they're running 4:32s. They're running about 14:10 pace, between 14 and 14:10 pace. So we'll find out who this is leading from Dartmouth. I think that's John Galton 2nd. With he doesn't have a time on this heat sheet here. Melly of Cornell is also lacking a time this year as he goes to the front. He could be rapiding as well, I don't know. Dartmouth is perennially rapid at this race, so I wouldn't be surprised. I don't know who this Cornell runner is. He could be a surprise. Interesting though, Tom Awad hasn't lost a race since indoors. He won the slow heat of the 3K. He won his heat at the rally relays. He won his heat at the, I want to say, the George Mason Invite running 3:48. He likes winning, folks. He's a competitor. Look for him late. Just a freshman. Another 68 for the front. That's Melly leading, followed by Galton 2nd. Who's that in 3rd, everyone? Does anyone know? I don't know who's in 3rd. Dartmouth just sitting around. They're using their pacer. Seems like the 10K last night, their pacer went out and they didn't really follow him. So we'll see if they choose to do that here today. So I see Baudet up there. I see Galt of Dartmouth. There's 2 other Dartmouth runners, so I don't know. I'll try to get them when they come around. That's Everett of Columbia. He's run 3:44 for 1,500 and 13:57 for 5K. That's Brett Kelly right behind him, who's run 29:10, I want to say, for 10K.
In sixth place.
Probably 14:20s for 5K, if not, maybe 14 teens. I'm not sure.
9:37.42.
Then it's
senior from Yale.
band back here. We got Leighton Spencer. He was 3rd in cross country Heps. He's a solid runner. That's Sam Pons of Princeton moving up.
In fifth place.
Mike Franklin sitting in there behind Awad. I think that's Max Groves as he shoves the Columbia runner in front of him. There's some pushing and shoving. Even with this fast pace, there's a lot of fit guys in the league.
In fourth place.
So there's Benson and Arroyo on the back of that pack.
9:34.33. Senior from Princeton.
And Nussbaum from Yale trying to cover the gap as Udland tries to cover the gap as well. Hey, when did we come through the mile on everyone? I missed it.
At 9:29.60. Sophomore from Columbia, Waverly Near.
Pons sitting in 4th. That's Galt leading for
In second place.
Dartmouth as the
With a time of 9:29.08. Junior from Cornell.
Galt leading.
Sorna.
Is that correct? Who is that?
And your
Moving up?
champion for 2000.
Is that Udland moving into 2nd?
2,000-meter run with a
Udland moving up into 2nd. A surprise. I missed. I stopped paying attention. I looked to the triple jump for 2 seconds. We got people moving up all over the place.
D'Agostino.
Let's get a seat time on this Dartmouth, guys. They seem to be sharing the work. Maybe he's not a rabbit. That's number 20. That's Mike Tanner. He has no time. John Galt seems to be grimacing. I don't know if he ran the 10 last night. I forget. Who's that? 6. Gohegan. He's their stud, along with Baudet. Was Pons in 4th, Everett 5th. Who's that in 6th? Awad in 6th. Udland in 8th with who's moving up right beside him? That's Leighton Spencer. Benson moving up. Franklin hanging out there. We have another Columbia runner up there as the pace still is moving quickly. Gohegan's tucked in comfortably in 3rd there. Pons moving into 2nd. 6:49 at 1,200 meters.
Now we're going to give out the 10,000-meter award.
One of the guys Dartmouth dropped out. That's John Galt. I think he ran the 10K last night. He was just rabbiting. Who's that out front for them? It's not Gohegan. He's tucked in behind Pons there in 3rd. Baudet in 4th. Everett in 5th. Awad in 6th. Benson, Udland.
In 6th place in the 10,000 meters last night.
There we go, Nana!
As the Princeton fans cheer as Nana hits a big triple jump. We'll wait to see what the mark is for all you fans watching at home. As the 5K continues to run quickly here.
With a mark in 6th place.
It's already taking its victims here as some people are starting to fall off and the contenders are starting to separate themselves from the pretenders.
Pete Rossetti.
That's Dartmouth in front. Pons of Princeton in 2nd. Gohegan in 3rd. Baudet in 4th. As the Princeton fans cheer
5th place.
for both the 5K and the triple jump.
The women's 10,000.
Back to the 5K, we have Everett sitting in 5th.
43.18 times. Sophomore from Princeton.
Leighton Spencer, formerly of Don Bosco Prep, now of Columbia in 6th. As Franklin moves to the lead, as the pacer drops out and the pace immediately begins to slow. Franklin goes to the lead. He wants to continue running. Franklin wants to keep running as the pacer drops out. He's in the lead. Princeton 1-2. Pons in 2nd. Gohegan in 3rd. Baudet right there as well in 4th.
0.26. The junior from Cornell.
Everett in 5th. Spencer in 6th. Benson in 7th. Awad in 8th. Aurelio in 9th. Udland in 10th. Who's that from Harvard? 17. Purnell, the freshman, in 11th.
With a time of 33.
That's 8:35 at 3K. 8:35 at 3K. We'll see where they're at 2 miles. Vince is telling them to calm down over on the backstretch. I think he wants it to slow down. We'll see if Franklin follows his coach's advice. Maybe it was just stay calm.
Start over again. We'll start with Rossetti, senior.
Less than 2K to go, folks. There look to be 10 contenders in the race.
5th place. Sophomore from Princeton.
We're at 9 minutes.
Abby Levine, 30.
Looks like we're going to come through in about 9:10.
In 4th.
So we're a little bit slower than 14-minute pace. We're through in about 9:08, 9:09, 9:10. 9:10 for most of the lead pack there.
Cornell, Rachel Sorna.
That's about
Time of 33.
9:10, 4:35s. That's a little 14:15, 14:20 pace.
With a time of 33.
Expected to pick up here
29.85. Senior from Brown. Olivia
as Franklin still leads.
your champion in the 10,000.
They seem to be punching a bit. I don't know if it's slowing. We'll try to get some lap splits here.
For 2013 with a time of 33:29.64. Senior from Cornell, Katie Kellner.
You guys are good.
They're packing it up, folks. They were 8:35 at 3K. This is a little slower. It looks to be a 71, 73. I'm mistaken as they're packing it up and some other runners are getting back into it. Princeton could be thinking their guys ran the 10K last night. They want to slow it down to allow them back in, which Udland and Aurelio might have been falling off a bit, but now solidified their pace in the top pack. As Franklin still leads, Gohegan in second, Pons in third, Everett moving up on the outside, Baudet in fifth. As McLean soars in the triple jump. That was out there, folks. Could that be over 16 meters? We shall see.
That's McLean.
But on the track, Franklin still leads.
McLean from Princeton. There's a lot of good.
Gohegan in second, Pons in third,
As the audience in front of me.
Everett fourth, Baudet fifth, Spencer sixth, Benson seventh, Awatt eighth, Aurelio ninth, Udland 10th, Purnell 11th. Those seem to be your contenders, folks. 15:86. That's well over 50 feet, folks. Whoa, my, where is the time gone? We're coming up to 3 laps to go.
Good, Frank. You relax, Frank.
Franklin's still leading, but the pack is all right there. 10:57 with 3 to go. What will they won their last 1,200 in? Will it be under 3:15? That would put them at 14:12. I would say so, folks.
Would you? I don't know if I would.
Who's going to get antsy? Who's going to go? We don't know. It's still Franklin, Gohegan,
Todd.
Pons, Everett, Baudet, Benson, Spencer, Awatt, and Arroyo, with Purnell hanging on and Udland off the back. That is not Corwell. It's Tom Purnell.
No, Corwell's there. Yeah, that's Purnell. Okay.
I hope you can hear the excitement here, folks.
Come on, Todd.
Franklin and Pons still leading as we come with one on the back. Last turn here, coming up to 800 meters to go.
Come on, Todd.
What do you say, Princeton?
Let's go, boys.
As they really seem to be slowing, as they're 4 or 5 abreast here. Pons moves into the lead. What's going to happen? So much for my 3:15 prediction as everyone looks around.
Come on, Todd.
Awatt says, I'm a freshman, I don't care, I want to win. 12:08 with 200 to go, or 2 laps to go.
What's gonna go?
What was that lap, subs? 68.
Away in this 5.
Franklin back to the lead. Awatt looks around. Udland's hanging off. Purnell's right in it. Everyone's still around. Who will go? What will happen?
Awatt's good though. He is good.
Awatt does not care about any of the credentials of these runners as Franklin starts to go. He's striding out.
Let's get moving, Frank.
Frank starts to go. Awatt's covering. Benson's right there. There goes Everett.
Come on,
As Gohegan covers, Pons is hanging in. Gohegan's going by. Baudet's trying to cover as the gap seems to separate. Pons is covering. Leighton Spencer going by Baudet in 6th. Aurelio trying to cover as well. Looks to be 5 away now. Franklin, Benson, Pons, Awatt,
Frank, come on, Pons.
Everett, Spencer, Aurelio as they come to the bell. Down the home stretch, Benson moves into the lead. They're looking around. 13:10, 13:11. We will see 460 seconds, I think so, as Everett moves into second. Awatt moves into third. Franklin into fourth. Pons right there too. Pons is moving.
Let's go, Pons. Here we
He wants it. Pons making a big move on the backstretch. Everett right there. Benson in the lead.
You got this, Frank.
Gohegan right there. I'm getting lightheaded, folks, as Benson's hammering down the backstretch. Pons rolling. Does Franklin want a double championship? Awatt right in it. He's got a big close. Everett's a 4-minute miler. He wants it as Franklin makes a big move.
Frank.
And Everett takes a look as Franklin makes a big move. Everett wants it. There goes Benson. Awatt hanging in. Princeton hammering. Everett right there. Here comes Benson going to the arms. Franklin. Here comes Everett. Here comes Franklin. Everett going to the arms. Here comes Benson. Here comes Franklin. And it's Dan Everett with Franklin coming back. Look at this finish as Franklin gets it. as Franklin gets it at the line. Everett second, Benson third, Awad fourth, Pons fifth. What a finish, folks. What a finish. Look at that time, 14:10. That had to be 58 on the last 400 or better. It's pandemonium in Princeton as Franklin comes back. Look at that. What do you say, ladies and gentlemen? You can't ask for anything more than that. I'm going to pass out.